What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Dallas Daily Show podcast, coming at you from the Neighborhood Loan Studio here in St. Louis, Missouri. Today's episode title is Correction. The Hellhound's name is Cerberus. Let's get into it. All right, so back in episode number 5, we talked about this Hellhound. We talked about the guardian of Hades, and I kept saying the word Serbeus. The name of the dog is Cerberus, and I felt compelled, mainly because 3 of you reached out to me privately on social media and pointed out to me that the Hellhound's name, I pronounced it wrong for 7 minutes straight. So I'm willing to correct my mistake, is what I'm saying. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look right over here at camera 2, and I'm going to say it for all of you. I was wrong. The Hellhound's name is Cerberus, not Serbeus, Cerberus. And for those of you that I offended when I said it the wrong way every time during that episode number 5, I apologize. There's your apology of the day. I thought it was really funny. It brought up actually several things for me. It brought up multiple thoughts in my mind. So when I first was making sure that I had the dog's name correct in the first place, I Googled it, right? As comedian Mark Norman would say, I gave it the Goog. I checked it out, and sure enough, it said Cerberus. And what I did was, in writing it down in my handwritten notes, I'm a handwritten note kind of guy, in writing it down on that, what I did was I forgot the R. So Cerberus became Serbeus. Now, some of you are listening to this right now, and you're maybe driving to work or maybe doing your dishes. I don't know where you listen to the podcast from, but you're probably listening to this going, are you legitimately spending an entire episode telling us about your mistake? And the answer is yes. Yes, I am. I'm spending an entire episode telling you about the mistake for multiple reasons, right? So number one, I was very fascinated by the number of people who reached out to me to let me know. I think it's very telling of human nature, right? That we would, that we're so quick to correct. But really, here's where the impetus came for me, and this was my self-discovery, was I'm willing to be wrong. I made an honest mistake. I'm willing to get it wrong sometimes. And I started to think about you in your world and me in my world, and how many times in our world do we hold on to something simply because we want to be right, even in the face of all the information that is in the opposite, saying, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong, no, you're wrong. We hold on to it because we might get a little egg on our face. We might be a little mistaken. We might be a little humbled, have to eat the humble pie, have to eat the crow. I don't know why we eat, Taylor. I don't know why we have to eat so many things when we're wrong. You got to eat your words. You got to eat humble pie. You got to eat crow. And none of us like to do it. And I think it's a very difficult thing. But I want to tell you, it's actually a beautiful thing, because what it means is it means you're not holding steadfast to the thing that you feel so strongly about in the face of all the opposite evidence. What it actually means for you is you're willing to say, I am wrong so that I can grow. Let me say that one again. It's important for us to say, I'm wrong so I can grow. And so many things. I mean, I've been wrong about a lot of stuff in my life. When I was a kid, I was wrong about some facts. When I was a teenager, I was wrong all the time, even though I thought I was right. I have a teenager, by the way. I'm very aware that he thinks he's right all the time, even when he knows nothing of the subject. But I have been willing to let go of so many things over my life, and it's allowed me to release one thing so I can grab hold of growth in another area. And my question for you today is this: what are you possibly still holding on to? What Serbeus are you holding on to when you need to take hold of Cerberus? Now, I don't mean take hold of the Hound of Hell himself, right? P.S. I've got that episode in the show notes for you, the link to that direct episode. So feel free to watch that one and have a laugh with me. It actually was a pretty good episode, I think. I think it got quite a few people talking and quite a few people Googling, apparently. But what I mean by this idea is There are things that you have just simply let go of because you're like, oh yeah, I was wrong. And it had no emotional attachment. What I'm challenging us to think about today is I'm challenging us to think about where are the places where we actually have emotional attachment or maybe identity attached to this need of being right. The idea behind that is simply this. Maybe by trying to stay right, I'm staying stuck. Maybe I'm staying stuck in an old behavior belief pattern. We talk about this all the time on this show. Maybe in order to let go of that and have the mind shift, remember the mind shift episode we talked about yesterday when we talked about visualizing your future self, maybe to let go of that and to grow into something else, we have to be willing to admit we were wrong. I want to be right about my Greek mythology. But maybe we have to be willing to admit, no, I'm wrong here. How do I get to be right? What do I need to let go of? So my challenge for you is, what is it you need to let go of it? What is the thing that you're willing to say, I am willing and able to change because I believe that you are. So on your positive play call card today, here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab that, and what you're going to do is you're going to write the phrase, I am willing and able to change. There's no identity that you need to stay anchored to in your wrongness. Maybe you just simply need to let go so you can grow. But it starts with the belief that you are willing to change and that you are able to change. Where can you let go so you can grow? That's my thought. That's my challenge for you today, my friends. That's it. That's all I got for you. Hopefully you're gaining some value out of these. You know what to do at this point. Grab your resources at dallasdailyshow.com. Like I said on yesterday's pod, we have a new resource there for you, The Future You Visualize. PDF as well, download so that you can do the visualization exercise. If you're not getting the Mind Shift episodes yet, we've got that series available for you as a whole separate playlist that's growing inside of YouTube. So be sure and check that out. But the thought today is, can you be willing and able to grow? Can you let go so you can grow? All right, my friends, before I let you go, let me pray for your 4 eyes. I pray that you would grow today in your insight, the revelation of what you're learning and implementing, that you would grow today in number 2, your imagination of who you are and what's possible, that you would grow number 3 in your intention, that is your will plus your action to do something amazing, and then ultimately that you would grow in your impact in the world around you. May you be blessed in all of that today. And my friends, go out there and have a championship day.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more tools, go to dallasdailyshow.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.